All right, guys, this one is going to take a few minutes. This is an unboxing from Alex over at the Watch and Cut channel. I have everything kind of in the box off to the side here because it's over 10 pounds of stuff. And Alex told me not to rush the unboxing because he says I rush them sometimes. I'm going to try to rush through it a little bit just because the sake of time, but let's get into it. Let's stop wasting some time. Let's get into this Ferrum Forge Micro Stinger first off. I think this is the one that he showed on Instagram, or maybe he just sent me a video of it. I don't remember. Yeah, this thing is freaking ridiculous. Like, so it comes with a keychain thing, like whatever you want to call that. Because look at this thing. I don't even know what to say with this. Like, I don't even know that this isn't even really a fifth pocket knife. This is is this even a knife? It's a frame lock. It's the smallest frame lock in the world, probably. That is a flipper tab. That Alex says that after messing with it, he was able to flip it. I'm not going to be that lucky. And I'm not going to spend all the time doing it. I'm not even sure what to say about this. Nitro V, titanium frame lock with Nitro V, probably on washers. I don't know. This one's going to be a cool one to talk about, so stay tuned for that for sure. And let me just drop this stuff off to the side and kind of get moving through some of these others. All right. So, skiff. This is, and Alex and I talked about this one before. This is the Drifter, the Skiff Drifter, that used to be gold, yellow pivot collars and clip and hardware. He sent it back to Skiff, and he talked about maybe doing a blade change, but then he ended up going with this Timascus golden heat-treated Timascus. These are cool knives. I don't love the flipper tab. I could have swore I did a video on these before. And I think I did do a drifter before, but it wasn't Alex's. So, I don't know. We'll see. I got to double check my channel and see, and we'll come up with something on that. All right, Polish custom knives. I'm not going to remember what all of these are. I will get the details before I do the videos. I'm going to bust out a bunch of videos. That's another reason why Alex is sending me so many knives right now. This is a Herman. Super cool, Polish made. I've done a couple of Hermans before, I'm pretty sure. I love the way they do the pocket clips with the relief underneath, so it works in your pockets really well. M398 on this one. What's it say on the inside? Proudly made in Poland. I am leaving to go out of town, so I'm now stressing a little bit about having videos every day while I'm gone. Like, I'm running out of time because I'm going to be gone for, I don't know, 10 or 12 days, 13 days, something like that. So I'm not sure I can get 13, 14 videos done in the next couple of days. I leave in at the time of filming, this is a Monday. I leave Saturday morning at dark 30. So I got a lot of work to do. So this is a Real Steel. I don't know what Real Steel it is. We'll get all that details when we get into it. Yeah. Thumb stud and front flipper. This carbon fiber, and this thing is incredibly light. Like crazy light. Yeah. Kind of stormtrooperish. Black with white backspacer and accents. This is pretty cool. All right, so stay tuned for that one. So the long and the short of it is I may end up this trip breaking my daily upload streak? I don't know. I'm just not sure. This is the Phasma, Real Steel Phasma. I might have done a Phasma before. I don't remember. I've done so many videos, so many knives. I can't remember what's what anymore. All right, so really sensitive lock bar pressure. Yeah, geez. So the detent. All right, well, I can tell you right now, I don't really like this knife because I can't barely open it. It looks nice. It feels good in the hand. I love the inlay, the Timascus inlay and stuff. That's super cool. But if I gotta monkey with it every time I open it, that's a problem for me. I mean, I get it. Every time you pick up a new knife, you gotta kind of play with it and see where it sits. But yeah, I don't know about this one, guys. What do you think? Let me know down below. You guys can comment on the unboxings also and tell me what you want to see, what you don't care about, things like that. I'd love to hear those types of things. I'm just setting the stuff off to the side, out of the way. All right, let me pull out a couple other ones here so I can get them kind of pre-staged. Let's go with this one. This is from Jim Skelton, and I don't remember the model of this one. Is this a scaphoid? This is the G-Shock version, and this goes, there's a G-Shock Tron, and I had a G-Shock Tron for a minute. Alex has a G-Shock Tron, and Jim Skelton has a G-Shock Tron that I helped him get. I bought the Tron from a buddy, held it for a week or two, and then sold it off to Jim. Kind of bought it for Jim. Jim was moving, like, you know, whatever. But Jim made a knife for Alex to match his watch. So that'll be really cool. And I can compare that with my mini Hellraiser from Jim Skelton when I do the video. All right, we got something different here. This one is maybe one I've seen of Alex's before. I think I've done the video on this one. Pretty sure I have. Don't remember what it is. Yeah, I don't remember. Alex is going to have to help me out with some of this stuff. So, because he sent so much really quick, didn't really put together a list. So we're going to have to wing it. But yeah, at the end of the day, guys, I may have to, I'm trying not to break my streak of videos a day, but I don't know. We'll see if I can get these done or not. I got to film a bunch. This is the Shapeshifter. This is the box from the Shapeshifter. This is maybe the Shapeshifter. Yes. So this is a custom Shapeshifter, and I'll talk about this one more when I do the full video because it is interesting. And I'm trying not to kill myself by opening this thing because I don't remember how it opens. But it kind of, oh man. It opens. I'm gonna have to pause the video and figure it out. Dang it, Alex. Sends me weird stuff that I don't know how to work. I don't think there's a button or anything. I think it's just, it kind of rotates around. And the handle here, oh, it pushes out or something. All right, let's see what they tell you in here. I don't remember now. They're super cool, but I have to cheat and I have to go to the instructions. This is what it's going to look like at the end of the day. And what's cool is on the certificate of authenticity, he uses the actual knife that is in the box. Operating instructions, closing, opening, hold the knife as shown, unlock the slide. Oh, there is a little unlock thing. Slide out the blade. Ah, see, there you go. There is an unlock thing. All right, so there's a little unlocker thing here. And then it has it like snap open. Squeezing handle segments. There you go. So that's the Shapeshifter. I know, it's totally weird. So then to close it, hold the knife like this, unlock the blade by folding the knife. So it's just a spring tension there that kind of like a cam. Boom. And then boom. It locks. All right, so good thing you included the instructions. I don't know what this is. I think those are Band-Aids. And then it does come with, well, it's extra cost for the belt sheath, which I'm not sure how it went in exactly. This way. Like that. And it's kind of funny because it kind of closes here to the side, not over the top like a typical sheath would. All right, we wasted enough time on that one. Wow. I might speed that up in the final editing so that doesn't seem like I'm a total dumbass. Serge Panchenko, Coin Claw. I so wanted one of these. These are just so cool. Super impractical, but super cool nonetheless. And then O-Knife made some, and I have one, or I had an O-Knife one from Olight. They came out with their knife line and stuff. Their circular coin claw thing, knife, is junk. Don't buy one. They give them away for free mostly. And then a Serge Panchenko bean that does, they kind of flip. They're double detents. So they detent open and then they detent close. There's no lock per se. It's just a double detent. And this one is very similar to the one I own that my brother gave me. Same knife, just Alex has his all blued. So cool little knives. Nothing too exciting, but just kind of cool. And then Serge also makes watches and stuff like that. And I've done videos on all of his watches. I think there's 3 different models. All right, we got some more stuff here. Holy jeez. All right, so one of them is the Avian Knives knife the Atlas that I've done videos on. We had the designer and maker on the EDC Hour. Super cool. No tools required. This one is a prototype. This is not the action you get on the final versions, but cool that that's coming back because I need to now I need to figure out how to get that to RIT in Thailand. All right, another Serge. He's going crazy Serge-wise. A slip joint. Yes, true slip joint, not double detent. Pretty cool, actually. I'm not a slip joint guy, but that one is pretty neat looking. And all of Alex's stuff from Serge is blue titanium like that. So that's kind of a neat little theme he has in his sub collection. All right, CKF, always a favorite. I don't remember the name of this one. I think I've done a video on this one. This one looks very familiar. Alex and I have had a problem now because he sent me so many knives that we had a conversation the other day about what did he send me before. And so I think some of these are going to be duplicates that I'm going to need to figure out what to actually film and not film. All right, something else from Ferrum Forge, coming on 14 minutes. Holy crap, I know nobody's even watching anymore. Alex told me if it takes 30 minutes, it takes 30 minutes. Don't rush it. Ferrum Forge, I do like them. I believe these ones are, they're production runs that are made overseas. I am pretty sure, but don't quote me on that. I have not really followed Ferrum Forge since I had a few way back early on in my collecting. This is the Stinger 2, or the Stinger Tie, Nitro V, copper carbon fiber. Cool looking knife. Feels good in the hand. Nice and small. Okay, this is cool. All right, let me try to speed these up a little bit. Just set them over here on the table. What we got in here? Oh boy. All right, this is from Tuya Knife. This is the Jim Skelton Kaladan. I didn't realize it came in such a nice little package. That's cool. Alex bought this from the website, and I'll do a full video on this. This is really just getting a look at it. And I'm going to be honest. This one's going to be a tough one to do a video on because I've not watched anybody else's other than Jim when he talked about them. Jim's a good friend of mine, so I don't want to say anything too bad. But I'm going to tell the truth because that's what I do. From first look, I don't really like this bolster shape here. Something that always kind of bugged me about this knife. I'm super excited to have it in hand. It does hide the flipper tab. It disappears into that guard, if you will. Feels good in the hand. This is the orange G10 version. They had a full titanium version, carbon fiber versions. There was a bunch of different versions. Flips pretty good. It's on bearings. Almost wish it was a little snappier. I don't know. I will spend a little time with this and give you my true thoughts shortly on that one. But I've seen Jim has been posting a bunch of little snippets from everybody else that's done videos on them. And I don't know, there's a lot of hype over them. And I'm not saying it's not warranted. I just get concerned when everybody says it's the greatest knife they've ever seen on the planet. I don't know. Jim's a good guy. Jim didn't make it himself. I don't know. We'll come back to Jim's knife later. I don't mean to ramble. This is from CKF. I don't remember which one this is called. There's a warranty card in there, whatever, but we'll get to that. Really nice milling on the carbon fiber and the titanium. It matches. It's almost like it's not an inlay, but it is an inlay. So it's like they put it in and then they machined it. I don't know. It's crazy. And this is a Persian style. Alex is really into that upswept Persian style blade. Totally not my thing at all. Like, it's a cool knife and I can appreciate it, but really not my jam at all. But that's okay. It's not my knife. All right, we're getting down. I see the bottom of the box. All right, Knoll Knives. Looks like a little box, maybe? A little drawer inside of the box. I don't know if I like the drawer in a box, but I don't know what this one's called either. We'll get all that details. Come on, you know the deal. Thing fires out pretty good. I like this one. Okay. Knoll Knives. Oh, this is the Raiden. The Raiden. With some details there for you. Sneak peek at some details. Okay. Yeah, I don't really like the drawer in a box thing. That's not my style. I do like that they took some time to do some packaging, but oh man, did he send me like every Serge knife he owns? Okay, another slip joint. That is a little tough to get out. The spring is pretty strong on that one, and there's not a lot of purchase to pull the knife out. I may combine these and do like a Serge video rather than do individual videos on every Serge knife. I don't know. What do you guys think about that? If anybody is still watching, now that we are 19 minutes in, holy crap. Here is another Serge knife. This one is a full size, or kind of a full size, with a crazy, like, non-existent detent. I don't know. It's barely a detent. That's concerning. This one's pretty cool. This is more my speed. The little small knives, not really my deal, but this one's pretty cool for sure. Little stout, chunky guy. So I like that. And it came with tools, which is always a bonus when you are going to send tools with your knives. Yeah, it doesn't say anything on the box. Okay, one more Serge, and then whatever this thing is. And then we'll be done, and I'll have done it in under 30 minutes if I can stop talking. Another slip joint from Serge. Yeah, these small things, they're kind of cute and all, but they're not cheap. Like, it's probably, I don't want to speak out of turn, but it's probably $100 and something bucks. And I'm not saying it's not worth it. Don't take that the wrong way. But just because a knife is super small and tiny like that doesn't mean it's like 50 bucks. Okay. All right. This is a BRS something. Oh. All right. A little Bali, which I'm not going to try to open and be all 80s, knife fighter movie actor guy, because that would just be bad. That would be bad news. Don't want to get all cut up before I go out of town. I'm not a huge Bali guy. I was back in the 80s. I always wanted one, a cool one. And this is a cool one for sure. I love that blade shape. I believe these are aluminum handles, they feel like. Pretty cool. Yes, I know how to do a Bali. I did a little short. Boom, 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 boom. They're cool. Not sure. They're not really my thing anymore in my life, but pretty cool little knife. All right, so there you go, guys. 10 plus pounds of stuff from the man, Alex, over at the Watch and Cut channel. Also my co-host on EDC Hour. So please go check us out at the EDC Hour up in the corner, as well as a link to Alex's channel. I think I have to put a video link also or something before I can just put a channel, but whatever. We'll figure that out. That's for you guys to see. If you're still here, if you've made it to the end, comment vacation. That way I know you made it all the way to the end, and I'm going on vacation. That's why I gotta end this video so I can start filming more. Thanks, guys.